I'm known to just keep going on and on and on. Come talk to me later, and then I'll go on and on and on. Ladies and gentlemen, please, help me to welcome. I'm so honored to do this, nervous as you can see, to welcome our next United States Senator of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Mr. Alan Khazei.
This is incredible. You guys are awesome. You got signs, t-shirts, buttons? That's fabulous. You know, I've been telling my people I've been talking to that I've been feeling like Jimmy Stewart, George Bailey at the end of the movie It's a Wonderful Life. And looking at all of you out here today, people from high school, from college, people who came from Chicago and New Orleans, from all over the country for today. I certainly do have a wonderful life. I have the best friends in the world. Thank you all for being here. I am deeply touched. And I know that with your help and your energy and your dedication, we're going to win this election. Can we hear it for Ola Dooney? What an extraordinarily beautiful voice she has. I also want to thank Representative Smitty Pignatali, Sheriff Andrea Cabral, and my dear friend and mentor, Senator Harris Walker. I'm so touched to have him here today. You all represent the kind of leader that I strive to be. And my dear friend Jenny Gray, I love you. Thank you for introducing me. Hi, honey. Most of all, I've got to thank my extraordinarily wonderful, inspiring, beautiful, intelligent, amazing wife, Vanessa Kirsch. When I met Vanessa over 17 years ago, that day I knew I was going to marry her. I wouldn't be standing here without her. She's made me a better person, a better father, a better husband, a better leader, a better friend. And I am so deeply grateful for everything you've poured into me over these past 17 years, and I can't wait for the next 60 or 70 more to be with you. I'm also excited to have my extraordinary daughter Mirabelle here, and my son Reese. You know, when Vanessa and I sat down and asked Mirabelle, we said, you know, Daddy's thinking of running for the Senate, for Senator Kennedy's seat, and she had the privilege of meeting Senator Kennedy. We said, what do you think, sweetie? And she said, Daddy, I think that's a great idea, because if you become senator, you can help me get my gas-free, battery-powered scooter built. We have a little environmentalist. You know, Vanessa and I have truly been humbled and overwhelmed by the encouragement that we've received from all of you, by the thousands of people who convened on Facebook encouraging me to run and pledging their support. It's an extraordinary responsibility to live up to that. And so, in answer to your call, today I declare my candidacy for the United States Senate from Massachusetts. In the time we have together, I'd like to talk to you about the times we're in, who I am, and my big citizen approach to meet the challenges of the 21st century. But first, I want to say a word about our beloved Ted Kennedy. We have lost the greatest senator any of us will have the privilege to know. For more than 20 years, I was blessed and privileged to work with and learn from Senator Kennedy. He was an extraordinary mentor, champion, and friend, and he is deeply missed. And while no one person could ever fill Ted Kennedy's shoes, His indomitable spirit will live on in all of us who choose to serve, seek solutions, care for our neighbors, and strive for a noble purpose. Ted Kennedy loved Massachusetts. Day in and day out, for 47 years, he never stopped working round the clock to make a difference for all the people in our Commonwealth. The pundits and the experts say this will be a low turnout election. It's only 75 days away, and it's in the middle of the holidays. Well, I have a challenge to you and all the citizens of the Commonwealth. Let's make this the highest turnout election in Massachusetts history and honor Ted Kennedy by showing him we love our democracy just as much as he did. I want to congratulate Governor Patrick and the legislature for approving the appointment of an interim senator, because Massachusetts deserves full representation in the United States Senate. And in Paul Kirk, Governor Patrick has made an outstanding choice. That's right. Senator Kennedy showed us what a tremendous difference a senator can make. And that is why I'm running for the Senate, to continue my public service work of more than 22 years, of empowering people to make a difference in their lives, in our communities, in our Commonwealth, and in our country. You know, today, too many people across Massachusetts and our country are hurting. People have lost their jobs, their homes, and their retirement savings, and their kids dream of a college education. And economic turmoil is only our most urgent challenge. From healthcare to climate change, from energy to education, wars abroad to poverty at home, America faces multiple crises. And just when we most need to come together and unite for the common good, our government in Washington is stuck. But there is always opportunity in crisis. We need to force ourselves, as Lincoln said, at a time of even greater challenge, to think anew and act anew. Just as in other times in our history of great challenge, it will take we the people to unite and come together, and then we will prevail. All of us need to be big citizens and get in the game. I know this is possible because I see it in the faces, the voices, and emails of those of you, all of you, and others who've reached out to me and showed your quiet determination and your undaunted spirit. The spirit of Massachusetts. It's that same insistent, progressive spirit that gave birth to our democracy right here in Massachusetts, invented America's first public libraries and public schools, led the fights for abolition and women's suffrage, and spearheaded new technologies from the telephone to the computer, from the first subway to the first liquid fuel rocket. All came from Massachusetts. It's that same spirit that led to the first World Series champions, the Boston Americans, now our beloved Red Sox. And thanks to that spirit, our Commonwealth continues to lead our nation on countless issues, from clean energy to gay rights, stem cell research to healthcare reform. That same Massachusetts spirit of rugged idealism, innovation, the common good, and action has inspired my life's work. Work that was grounded in the values I was raised with. My mom, a nurse, grew up in a close-knit, loving, working-class Italian family. And those of you who know her know she will fall in love with you over the phone. Mom raised me to try to see the good in every single person and to realize that everyone has some special gift to offer. She's full of wonderful insights and sayings about life like, you know, I've never seen a U-Haul behind a hearse. Think about that. She taught me you can't take it with you. And a life of giving to others is a life worth living. My dad, a doctor, grew up in Iran and came to America in the 1950s, leaving behind a dictatorship to pursue the American dream. Dad taught me from my earliest memories to love America, the only land in the world that would not only take him in, but immediately embrace him as one of its own.